and they're lovely raspberries, but they're rampant beasts.
Yes.
And we've got gooseberries nearby, and they've got underneath the gooseberries. Is there can you put a physical barrier, and if so, how deep would it have to be to prevent the roots finding their way to where they are not wanted?
No, every year just cut down at the boundary of your raspberries, both sides with your spade, and take out the ones that are going where you don't want them.
Yep.
But they'll keep doing it.
I just have some old fencing, horrible plastic fencing. I thought if I bury that,
corrugated
that might curtail it somewhat. But it's only 9 inches deep. If you're talking about 18 inches.
I don't know how they do it, because the walls of the cold frame goes down a fair way, and every year they pop up inside the cold frame.
They do.
They're very, very.
And I grow that very self-same variety, and my best raspberry bed is in the place where I moved it from 10 years ago. Someone gave me the plants, and or 12 years ago even, and I healed them in. I thought, well, when I get this bed ready where I want to put them, I'll dig them up and move them. The ones that I moved did not thrive in the place where I'd moved them to, but the site where they'd been healed in has been an extremely productive raspberry bed ever since. And they come up, and it's surrounded by the grass paths, and they come up in the grass, and I just mow them off. And I have edging inside the beds.
The problem is they're near currants and gooseberries.
You want to keep them away.
Once they get there, you think, oh no, I can't dig those up because they're within the roots of the other plant. I just have to keep.
Well, move the gooseberries.
Yeah, it'll be easy, isn't it?
The lot one's only so big.
or a row of old tiles or something. Dig down, dig down 18 inches.
Or if you've got this 9-inch stuff, just put a double row of it.
We've got autumn bliss, and they're surrounded by railway sleepers on edge, and they're 12 inches, and they've gone under those.
Well, I did say 18.
Yeah.
I didn't think 12 inches would be enough, because I've seen them go into things that are. But if you could go around the plot with the bed or the row or whatever with a sharp, with a sharp spade early on in the season, and then if you would at least just sever through those main roots that are going out, that would then make any suckers a bit easier to get out. So you might be able to just, if you're vigilant enough, often enough, you can yank them out before they get too well established.
I mean, the 2 horrible wet years we've had have curtailed somewhat the activity of pulling up root and that sort of thing. But last weekend,
now's a jolly good time to be doing it, because you can just get them out.
And the whole road,
come up,
come up. So.
Yes, I've been lifting entire dandelion plants with the intact taproot, just pulling out of my light soil at the moment. It's a joy to weed when it's like this.
I have just got rid of 2 enormous patches of Japanese knotweed.
Wow.
Ooh. How did you do that? You let it grow for the whole season till it flowers. Now this was over a patch, not quite as half the size of this room, and it had gone inside the greenhouse and under the wall and into the next garden and all under the rubbish. It was a very old garden. And I heard that if you leave it to grow right till the end of the season and then spray it, it'll kill it. Well, I did, and I only had a 1-pint sprayer because I don't use sprays, and I used Roundup. And I had to get on a step ladder to do it from up above. And, I crept in the greenhouse and did that. And the following year, it was virtually all gone. That was 2 years ago. And I went up this autumn to look, and there were only about 5 pieces this high. And I did them again. And I'm looking forward to going back again.
Yeah.
But to cut it or dig it or anything is no answer.
Something's been introduced into the country.
They're going to bring the bugs in. Yes, but what will they eat when they're finished?
Worrying, isn't it?
You ought to write to the newspaper and tell them your method, because.
Well, I mean, I was told how to do it by someone else.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
But of course, it's very difficult where it had gone in the hedge. I had to actually pull the plants out, and then I individually put them like this. My hand got very tired. But you mustn't ever put a Roundup and tumbleweed. You must only put a mist on. You mustn't make it drenched, or it just doesn't work. So a 1 pint spare like this is absolutely excellent. I was amazed how it worked.